It just seems like dating just sucks for the brothers a lot more than any other race. Try to go with the snow bunnies, and you got to do so much just to impress their damn families and be accepted.
Who is at the core of that, though?
It just seems like for brothers, in 2025, like there's no other option except to leave and go overseas. Like,
remember in Hitch when Will Smith caught his girlfriend cheating and he was like, just tell me, what did I do? What can I do? And then the dude rolled down the window and said, dog, you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now, bro. This is why you're single. This is why I can never really feel bad for men. Black men, whatever, it doesn't matter. But these dudes specifically are talking about black women, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for black men who act like this. I don't feel bad because we are our own worst enemy when it comes to black women, when it comes to our relationships with black women. We are, for the most part, we are our own worst enemy. We definitely have a lot of systemic barriers and whatnot put in our way. And it makes it hard for us to date and all that stuff. And I acknowledge all of that. But a lot of these issues could be mitigated if men just made the decision to be better people consciously, as opposed to buying into the patriarchy and falling victim to the propaganda about how men are deserved of women's labor and bodies and things of that nature. Men can shift the paradigm. Black men specifically, we can do it within our own community, but we choose not to, for the most part. Set aside any of the systemic barriers about money or education, whatever, anything like that. A lot of this stuff could be mitigated if men could get beyond the patriarchy, the patriarchal mindsets. You know what I mean? The money is the totally different thing. That is, rooted in racism. I understand that. But a lot of this stuff isn't rooted in racism. A lot of this is just rooted in men being men, and it's masked, it's wrapped up in racism, right? But really in reality, it's just the patriarchy at work.
so it seems to me like dating as a brother, well, really any guy, but this is more for the brothers. It just seems like dating just sucks for the brothers a lot more than any other race. Like, you try dating your own kind, that's stressful as hell. You're always arguing, you always end up fighting, and it just falls apart. You try to.
Why? Why is it so hard for you as a black man to date a black woman? I wonder. You always end up fighting and you always end up arguing. I can see that, but who is at the core of that though? Like, why are you arguing so much with the group of people that should understand us the most? Would be black women. Like, why are you fighting so much? I don't understand that.
Try to go with the snow bunnies, and you got to do so much just to impress their damn families and be accepted, and most of the time you're not. And then you try to switch over and date the Hispanic women. The issue a lot of brothers run into is you're not really the one that they want. Their family isn't going to tell you, but a lot of times they would prefer to see that woman, their daughter, with somebody of their own race. Some of them, yeah, they're racist. Other half, they're not. They're just trying to be cultural, but that's just bullshit. But it just seems like for brothers, in 2025, like there's no other option except to leave and go overseas. Like, women here in America, they do not look at you and smile. They send you so-called signals, but it's so hard to pick up on them because just because
because they're not signals.
Woman is looking at you or she took a quick glance at you, that does not mean that she fucking wants you or wants you to go up and approach her or talk to her. And then another issue is a guy could be somewhere like in a store, a restaurant, a mall somewhere, and this whole she likes you, she'll put herself in your vicinity. Well, what happens when a woman does that 9 out of 10 times? She'll get next to you and won't say a fucking thing.
Who is telling you that? I've never heard a woman say, if a woman likes you, she'll put herself in your vicinity. What if y'all just so happen to be looking at the same items in the store? Like, what the fuck are you talking? I see what I'm saying. If you listen, they'll tell you why they single. He'll tell you, he is telling you why right now. You can listen to everything he says, everything he believes. He is the reason why he is single. He is the reason why women don't like him. What did they say in Hitch? Remember in Hitch when Will Smith caught his girlfriend cheating and he was like, just tell me what did I do? What can I do? And then the dude rolled down the window and said, dog, you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now, bro. This is why you're single.
And how is a guy supposed to really know if you're the one that she wants?
And this is why it's so hard for you like the black men like you guys and like the guy in the other video. This is why it's so hard for you to date. Listen to what you guys think. This is how you guys view women, especially black women or specifically black women.
And when you look at how black women are behaving today all around this country, it goes back to what the scripture says. Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Meaning what? Satan is controlling the minds of people. And you look at
If Satan is controlling the minds of people, wouldn't it be of men as well? Like, I mean, let's say I concede to you that black women's minds are being controlled by Satan. Then if it's in the air, then wouldn't men's minds be being controlled as well? No? Okay.
at how these black women behave today. I mean, I think about black women and with dignity.
Take a shot every time he says black women.
I always admired Coretta Scott King. She was a dignified black woman, but you know the thing about it? She wasn't an anomaly. It used to be she was typical because black women had dignity, they had character.
Brother, you are not Martin Luther King Jr. You aren't Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know if he cheated or not. If he didn't cheat, you ain't Martin Luther King Jr., bro. Even whether he cheated or not, you ain't Martin Luther King Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell are you doing? All you got on is a bad suit that looked like it was from the 1960s. That's it. You dress like a Mississippi pastor, but that don't make you one. Why are you comparing yourself to Martin Luther King Jr.? Talking about Coretta Scott King. You could never.
They had discretion. But all that's going out the door now. You know? I mean, we have this ratchet hood behavior, and it's coming from women. And women wouldn't dare act like
Ratchet hood behavior. So, I'll see your sexy red, and I'll raise you a white what's his name? An NBA young boy. Who's worse? I'll see your Glorilla, and I'll raise you a YBN Nair or whatever the hell his name is. I'll see your Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, whoever, Lotto, even. And I'll raise you a 21 Savage. Like, the men are literally telling boys to sip lean, abuse women, and kill people. And the women are like, I like throwing ass in a circle and fuck them niggas and get some money. Like, what? Are you fucking dumb? Don't ever compare female rappers and the culture of women, the bad culture of women to the bad culture of men. The bad women don't hurt nobody. They don't. Megan Thee Stallion ain't hurt nobody. Cardi B ain't hurting nobody. Glorilla ain't hurting nobody. She telling the women, fuck these niggas. That ain't hurt nobody. Avoiding the message of avoid broke men ain't never hurt nobody. Not even a broke men are hurt by that, to be honest with you. Maybe they feelings are, but they ain't hurt by that. And you want to talk about hood rat culture? Please. I'll take hood rat culture over pimp culture any day of the week. I'll take hood rat culture over men calling women bitches and hoes any day of the week. Women be talking about having fun. They be talking about going out popping, doing the shit that they like to do perceivably. Men be talking about going out and harming other people. You see how them things ain't the fucking same? You see how them things ain't the fucking same? Future? Who? What woman, what female rapper is as bad as Future? Future's message. Dirty Sprite? Not one, but two. Dirty Sprite 1 and 2. Right? I just fucked your girl in some Gucci flip-flops. Huh. Yeah. I just want to make sure we talking about the same culture because I don't want to hear a man. And by the way, hood rat culture was created by men. By the way, hood rat culture was created by men. You can't be a hood rat without men. Just so you know, you can't be a hood rat without hunching on men. So even men participate in hood rat culture. The shit men be talking about, women don't even participate in. Men be doing it to women and they be harming men. Fucking dummy.
Like that 40 years ago. It would have been unheard of. But now it's become norm. Why? Because the church has failed to maintain godly standards.
No, the reason it's become normal or whatever you want to say and more acceptable is because what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Women can do more stuff. They have a little bit more protections than they used to 40 or more than 40, more like 60 years ago, right? As they should. Women should be able to say and do whatever the fuck they want to say and do. I don't care. That's y'all problem right there. That's why black men are struggling because y'all listening to these Mississippi pastors, aka these Mississippi pimps with these $2 ties on and these $7 shoes on and these $15 suits on, ill-fitted suit having motherfuckers telling you that it's the fault of black women and y'all not taking no accountability for how terrible of a human being you are. You're not taking no accountability for abandoning your children. You're not taking no accountability for neglecting and abusing these women. That's what it is. No accountability for having a fucking for having
it seems to me like
not taking no accountability
other will really
for having a goddamn chin strap of a beard. Look at your facial hair. Look at it. You're not taking no accountability for being easy to draw. Where's your chin line at? What woman want to be when you ain't giving them nothing to look at? You're not attractive. You're ugly inside and out. You're ugly inside and out. You're uninformed. You're uninformed. You're inarticulate. You're boring. You ain't got no money. You jealous. You bitter. You're entitled. On top of all of that, why would a woman choose you? You lack all, you have no self-awareness whatsoever. And black men, I'm sorry, black men are the most delusional group of men in America. I'm sorry to say it, we are. It is crazy. But if you want to know why black men are struggling in dating, that has a lot to do with it. A lot to do with it.